Howdy y'all, welcome back. I'm going to be teaching you your last transformation for this unit, preparing you for your not last quiz, you still have a couple more quizzes, but the last thing you got to do before break for me. So be sure that you have your notes ready, and we're going to start this out on our second to last page with translations. You're going to have that extra piece there. Don't worry about that. But yeah, translations. It's kind of like a transformation as far as the word goes, but it is just one of our transformations. So I think translations are actually the easiest thing. So basically all they're doing is we're moving the shape. So say I have, let's just put a shape here. We have this shape. We have this triangle. We have A, B, C. So what a translation is going to do, it's going to tell us to move this shape somewhere on our graph or on our coordinate plane. So we're either going to move it left or right in the x direction. So right would be a positive for the x, left would be a negative for our x, and we can move it up or down on our y direction. So we can have positive y or a negative y. So typically what this will say is we have to translate Can you see that? Can we see that? Let me make sure we can see that. Oh yes, we can see that. Translate the shape x plus means move right. X minus means move left. And then our y's, we can do y plus, it's going to mean move up, and y minus is going to be move down. Alright, so with this triangle, I'm going to say we're going to do x minus, let's do x minus 6, and y minus, let's say y minus 4. So, looking at this, since it's x minus, well that means we're going to be moving our object to the left 6 units. And y minus 4, that means we're going to move down 4 units. So we're going to take each one of these points and move them 6 to the left, and then 4 down. So, B, my new B, I'm going to move this 6 over. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to move down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where my new B prime is. I'm going to do that for all 3 or all of my points, whether you have a 3-pointed object or 4 or 10-pointed object. You're going to do this for all of them. So C then, I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I'm going to move down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. C prime. Now notice, my original distance between B and C was 2 units. What is my new distance between B and C prime? Is still 2 units. I haven't made a difference. I haven't dilated the shape. It's staying the same size. So knowing that it's going to stay the same size, I can plot the rest of my points how they are in the first image. So B and A, they are 1, 2, 3, 4 units away. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my A prime. Now let's see if that's in the right spot. I should move to the left 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And move down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I am back on that point. So now what I've done is I have translated this object. I have taken this and moved it to the left, right, or moved it to the left 6 units and moved it down 4 units. Pretty simple that way. Now, if we want to get real technical with this and do some actual math beyond what this is, let's see where point B started at. Point B was at 2 for our x, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for our y. So is that 2, 6? Well, let's plug this in for our b prime. So then that means that b prime, well, x was 2, so we're going to go 2 minus 6. So that was x minus 6. Our x for b was 2. And what's our y for b? Well, it was 6. So I'm going to have 6 minus 4. And that's where our coordinate's going to be. So b prime is going to be 2 minus 6. 2 minus 6 is negative 4. And 6 minus 4 is 2. So that point right here, this coordinate is where b prime should be drawn. So I'll start here. I'll go negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then up 2, 1, 2. And look, b prime is at negative 4, 2. Now I can do that for all of my points here. And find that they're in the coordinate that I've done. Okay, so here I have a new shape I'm going to translate. Now it says translate the shape x plus 6 and y minus 2. So again, we could just draw these out and just go plus 6 and down 2, and that's totally fine. But again, I want to show you the math way of doing this. So I have A, B, C, D. I'm going to take point A. That is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So A is at negative 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Negative 7, 7. Easy. So my A prime, well, I'm going to have x plus 6 and y minus 2. So I'm going to have negative 7 plus 6 for my x, and then positive 7 minus 2 for my y. And I find out that my A prime, negative 7 plus 6, is going to be negative 1, and 7 minus 2 is going to be 5. So A prime should be at this point, negative 1, 5. So I'm going to go negative 1 and go up 5. 2, 5. And there's A prime. Now let's see. Did I go plus 6? So plus 6 for my x means I'm moving right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then y minus 2 means I'm going to go down 2. 1, 2. And yes, that is the correct point. And then from here, I can just replicate this shape in relation to this point. So point B is directly down from A, 1, 2, 3 units. So 1, 2, 3. So there's B prime. D is 1, 2, 3 units directly to the right. 1, 2, 3. There's D prime. And then C is 1 unit up from D. There's C prime there. And all I really had to do was the math for 1 point. Or just move 1 point and then replicate or redraw this shape in my new spot. And just redraw it that way. But be sure that you understand what these all mean. So if I have x plus, that means I'm moving to the right. X minus, I'm going to go left. X or y plus, I'm going to go up. Y minus, I'm going to go down. And it's as simple as that. After this video, after you get this all written out in your notes, I would have an example in there as well. But you can go onto Prodigy now, and I'll have a practice session for you on there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something. Prepare yourself for Friday by watching this and taking this seriously and doing your notes. So enjoy.